All right, guys. We're going to end the show with something fun.
Good.
It's a little segment called Let's Rank This Stuff. Just got a random collection of stuff.
That's not what
rank.
it said in
All right.
my text message.
Yeah, no,
Let's rank this shit. Let's go.
That's it. That's what the title is, right?
That's what I put in the group text. I didn't want to put it on the
It's my first
the
time out here. I
Chiron
can't say it.
Yeah.
But we dare you to disagree with this. This ranges from sports to music
Love
to
this.
food
You guys
to
are gonna
everything.
kill me for some of
We're
it.
going to
Do more of
start
this.
now. We're going to finish in overtime. Let's start with the first one. You got to rank them. Quarterbacks. Allen, Lamar, Burrow.
That's. Ooh.
Can I start with this one to piss Bull off?
Go ahead.
That's my exact ranking right there. Is Josh the top, Lamar, then Joe?
I mean, that's wrong, but it's interesting.
That
That's-
is
Man,
It's hard. I mean, you could really put them in any order.
my... Yeah.
that's
mine.
I like that order right there. I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna flip this first too.
You gonna put Lamar above Josh?
Yeah,
You're putting Burrow third.
I don't want to, but
That's terrible.
I would not have Burrow third.
I got Burrow 1, Allen 2, Lamar 3. I'm saying Mike has Allen 1, Burrow 2, Lamar 3.
It's all preference. I don't think there's a right or wrong answer here.
Yeah, the reason I got Lamar 3, and I've always been a huge Lamar fan, is just he's by far been the worst of the 3 in the postseason.
That's the exact reason.
That's the reason I got him 3. They're all excellent. I'd love to have any of them as my quarterback, but ultimately Lamar's been the worst of the 3 by a lot in the playoffs.
Bull's right.
Any order,
Yeah,
Yeah.
but really,
I'm not
I
mad at
could
any order.
flip Joe and Lamar and be
I
fine
could-
with
you
that,
could-
but
yeah.
Josh is my number one.
It's real quick. We're going to do our quarterback rankings
Yeah.
tomorrow. It's Mahomes and these 3 are the top 4, and there's no argument
I don't
whatsoever.
think there's any legitimate argument.
Jalen Hurts.
No.
Would you be okay adding the 5th? Don't answer that. We're
No.
doing it tomorrow. Don't do that.
All right, next one. Let's see. It's
By the way, the guy who would be 5th, but we can't put him there yet,
Jaden Daniels,
is Jaden Daniels.
who I may have there 5th tomorrow. We'll
If
find out.
I had to start a team, if you had to start a team right now with a quarterback, not including those 3 and Mahomes, who would you take? I would take Jaden
I think
Daniels.
I'd take C.J. Stroud.
I'd take
Go
Daniels.
Bucks.
If you had to start a team right now,
Okay.
and
you can't
you take
use-
any quarterback besides Allen, Lamar, Burrow, and Mahomes, who are you taking?
I think I'm taking C.J.
Hey.
Jaden
Daniels.
I'm taking Jaden.
Yeah,
I probably would take
this
him.
man as a rookie just took his team to the NFC Championship.
Now he's got. We can't put him in that group because he's done it for 1 year. And remember, Stroud was awesome as a rookie, and then took a step back as a second year. I think he will go forward again in year 3, but he did take a step back in year 2.
Well,
we got to see.
It's gonna be
Jaden Daniels.
difficult. They got rid of his left tackle. So
Yeah, and their line wasn't that good to begin with.
Next category
Next.
here. MLB aces. We were talking about aces earlier.
3 is easy. Now,
You put
is this
Schemes
right
3?
now,
Yeah,
or
right
is
now.
this who you'd rather have for the next 10 years?
No, right now.
Scooble
Right now.
is number 1.
Yes,
No, Scheens
it's
is
easy.
number
Scooble,
1.
Skeens, Freed.
Who would you have put there instead of Freed? I couldn't find a third guy that I thought.
Shohei Ohtani.
No, he hasn't really pitched much. in the last
I'm
couple
still
of years.
taking him as a pitcher.
I think I'm putting Skeens above Scooble just because he's younger and he's
Well,
doing
but it
better.
wasn't for 10 years.
It's right
Mike
now.
Said,
Right now.
Mike said right
Oh.
now. So you can't. Scooble's better than Skeens right now. He goes
Okay.
deeper into games. Yeah, but for the next 10 years, I'd take
Hunter Brown.
Skeens.
Okay, yeah. Right now,
Hunter
then-
Brown hasn't been great for long enough.
I just didn't know who else to put in that third spot.
I'm never voting for a
Trying to
Yankee,
think,
so
I mean, you could put
Zach Wheeler.
Zach Wheeler. You could put Framber Valdez.
Would any of those guys be above the first 2, though?
No.
You'd have-
No.
All right, let's get to the next one because we got 20 of these, by the way. So
Yeah.
we're going to do a bunch in overtime,
another
too.
reason
Yeah.
I work for 4 hours.
NBA superstars.
Don't even ask this question. Come on
Jokic,
now.
SGA, Giannis, the 3 best players in the world. How
You
would
know what it is.
Again, for right now, obviously, if
Giannis,
it's age, you
Jokic,
take
SGA.
Jokic, Giannis, SGA.
Jokic, Giannis, SGA.
Yeah,
Giannis, Jokic, SGA.
I'm gonna take it.
I'm taking Jokic above
Argue
Giannis.
with your
I'm
grandma.
gonna take. I'll take Jokic, Giannis, SGA.
You can't put Giannis out of Jokic. Come on.
Giannis, Jokic,
Already did.
SGA.
Next up,
I don't know, man. He just took them that far.
movie trilogies.
I
Lord of
didn't-
the Rings?
I didn't watch Lord of the Rings.
It's been like
Batman
82
trilogy?
Batman. What trilogy?
No, the Dark Knight, Batman Begins, The Dark Knight, and The Dark Knight Rises, and The Godfather.
Give me the
I mean,
Dark.
the thing is,
give me the-
Basically, Mike makes really bad ranks. These is what I.
Give me
learned
the
from
Dark
Who
Knight,
came
the
up with this
Godfather.
list?
This is
and
all
Lord
mine.
of the Rings.
I already had to change one
I mean,
of them.
how do you
but
put Godfather on the same list with
I
Batman?
don't.
and Lord of the
I don't
Rings?
either.
I mean,
But
I'm asking you to simply rank stuff. I'm
You
not
should have
asking
put
for your
Star
opinion.
Wars with Batman and Lord of the Rings. Like The Godfather.
It has nothing. Yeah, it's
Those
like
movies don't have. Those movies can't compete with The Godfather.
Dark
Well, then
Knight,
put Godfather
Godfather.
#1.
Yeah, Godfather is number 1. Lord of the Rings.
Although
I'm gonna say, is
Godfather
number
3
2.
was terrible.
That's
but
why I don't want to put it one.
Godfather.
I don't want to put it number 1 because the 3 was
Godfather,
terrible.
Lord of the
See,
Rings,
this was a
Batman.
genius thing
For
to
the
put.
culture.
could have put Rocky.
I think
Like you
watching-
should have had Rocky, Godfather, and then.
Well, if I cared what you thought, I would have texted you last night and asked for your opinion. I
But he
gave
didn't.
you a 3.
Damn, Mike.
Rank it.
Godfather, Batman, Lord of the Rings.
Godfather. Actually, I'm gonna go Lord of the Rings, Godfather, Batman.
I'm gonna go to Dark Knight, Godfather, Lord of the Rings.
See, we got 3 different answers. It's a great list,
I think Batman's a
This
lame
is the
superhero.
consensus. It's the Godfather, then it's the Lord of the Rings, then it's Batman.
I
Landslide.
don't think anybody had the same order.
I was about to say, I think
That's
that
what I'm
was
saying. It's a
did,
good
yeah.
3 then.
All right, go ahead.
All right, next one. Best ballpark snacks.
hot dogs is number 1. Hot dogs, nachos, ice cream.
Can the ice cream always be in a bowl and not a cone?
Sure.
All right, then ice cream is number 2, hot dogs is number 1, nachos is number 3.
Hot dogs, nachos, ice cream.
I like how you did that. See, that's a 3-course meal for me.
Yeah.
I'm eating all the snacks. Hot dogs, then nachos, then I'm gonna finish the dessert off with that ice cream.
Ice cream, hot dog,
Did you get a
nacho.
raise? I can
Ice cream,
afford that when I
nachos,
go.
hot dog. I'm not a big hot dog.
And
gotta
by the
pick
way,
one or
that's
the other.
$45 at the ballpark right
I
there.
gotta pick one or the other when I go.
Right.
Speaking of hot dogs,
Yeah.
we did this. We mentioned this in overtime yesterday.
Yeah.
On the 24th of this month. Well, the question we asked in overtime.
Dollar dog.
Oh, yeah, you guys missed this
Oh
yesterday.
man.
So the question we asked in overtime: if Joey Chestnut and Usain Bolt were racing against each other, but they couldn't start the 100-meter dash until they finished a hot dog and bun. They had to eat a hot dog and bun and then run. Who would win in that race?
Usain Bolt.
Not even close. Joey Chestnut would win easy.
Usain Bolt.
I think Joey would just eat the hot dog
All right,
so fast.
Let's explain again.
Yeah.
Usain
How
Bolt.
fast can
I don't want to spend too much time on this.
real quick, how long Usain Bolt running the 100 meters?
Like 9 seconds.
11
Okay.
seconds.
No.
Well, he broke the world record at 9.8.
I'm about to say,
So let's say 10.
stop playing with me.
Let's say 10 seconds.
9-8.
He's not in his prime.
You talking about today?
Yeah.
He
Oh,
just
today.
tore his Achilles. It would be Joey Chestnut easily.
Oh, well, even better.
Say, if he were healthy.
Why can't they both be in their primes?
No, we're not. We're talking. All right. Still, okay. Let's say 10
Usain
seconds.
Bolt.
Actually, it doesn't matter, Bolt.
Usain Bolt will walk him down.
We're
And- and
gonna do this.
How long
We're
in
gonna
a-
do
In the
this.
200,
Let's
he
do-
wins.
let's get
No,
back to the
in
rankings. We're
100.
gonna do
How
this.
long does Joey run 100 meter?
16 seconds.
So you agree with that?
Sure.
Okay. So that means
He got 7 seconds.
Usain Bolt's got to be within 7 seconds of eating a hot dog. Joey Chestnut can eat a hot dog in 2 seconds, maybe
Okay.
3.
I can eat one in 9.
No, you can't.
you can't.
You think you
And-
can, but you can't.
Where this was going is we're
Yeah.
going to do this on the 24th.
Right.
Jason said he could eat a hot dog in 20 seconds.
I also think
I
could
got
do it.
video proof of Jason yesterday from his wife
Yeah.
eating a Costco hot dog.
In
which
how
was,
long?
Was bigger, 1:20.
Yeah. So he.
My point.
Yes.
No chance.
There's
What-
no
You
chance.
give me a normal stadium hot dog.
Yeah.
I'm putting it down in under 10 seconds.
No, you're not.
You're
Yes.
not though. You're not. And
He's
we're
out
gonna-
of his mind.
We're
Yes,
gonna
I
do it
am.
on air.
You guys don't know how
We're gonna
hard
let
it
you
is to
guys
eat
do
a
it
hot
on
dog
air.
fast.
I'm
It's
gonna
not gonna
refrain
happen.
from.
It's not gonna do well. All right,
All right.
next one.
Lot of pauses. Go ahead. Next.
Next one.
skip on that.
25 and under NBA superstars: Ant Edwards, Paolo Banchero, Kate Cunningham.
Give me Ant one. That order right there.
Yep.
Same order. I agree.
Yeah.
Same.
I don't like Palo at all, but yeah.
Same.
I'm going to switch it. I'm going to put Cunningham ahead of Banchero.
You crazy.
I can't put him ahead of it, but I don't like Palo.
I'm doing
crazy.
that. That's what I'm doing.
You crazy.
That's what
All
I'm
right,
doing.
Steve, next one. What do we got? Best Denzel performances.
Inside Man ain't even in the top 5.
I took
but
this, by the way.
What?
Yeah, he gave
Why
me these
not
3,
like
and I was
Man
like,
on, Why not
okay.
John Q or
I
Man on
took this.
Fire?
I took this off an article.
Or
from
remember the
Roll-
Titans?
Remember the Titans?
I took this from Rolling Stone.
Philadelphia.
Or Philadelphia?
you talking about?
Don't
Listen, hold
kill
on.
me.
You
The
blew this.
Equalizer?
blew
this.
All the Equalizers.
Don't get mad at me for
Inside
this
Man
one.
is third.
Don't kill
Inside
me.
Man.
I took this from the
Listen,
50
Denzel
best.
Washington is great in every movie.
And
all
Inside
of them.
Man is third.
But if you think of Denzel Washington movies, Inside Man is way down the list.
It wasn't what I would have picked. I took this from the
I mean,
top
Training
50
Day,
Denzel.
it's hard between Training Day and Malcolm X.
I'm
I mean,
putting Training Day because I've seen Training Day. I've never seen Malcolm.
I've seen every
Why?
Denzel
Why?
Washington.
And why have you watched Malcolm?
Yeah, why?
Are
haven't
you really starting this right
Yep.
now?
Remember,
By the way,
I just said that.
By the way, I recently, I don't even know where I
not
saw
buying
this.
you
It
back
must have been on
next time
Instagram. I saw on Instagram this commercial from, I don't know if it was the 60s, whenever the hell it was, before any of these guys were anything. And Denzel Washington and Jeff Daniels. You know Jeff Daniels, the actor?
I know Jeff Bridges.
Let me look.
Jeff-
Let me
Jeff-
look
Jeff
him up.
Goldblum.
I think it was Jeff Daniels from Dumb and Dumber.
Yes, I
You
know who you're talking about.
Those two were in like a Burger King commercial together.
Oh yeah.
Like long before they were famous.
Theater.
He and Denzel just happened to be like two big actors. Were happened to be, but I'm going
This was
Training
from
Day
a,
1, Malcolm X 2, Inside Man. Inside Man's.
I
This
agree.
was a Rolling Stones article that had that as his third best.
Malcolm,
Yeah, well,
Malcolm
Rolling
X.
Stone
they
has
can
no
roll
credit.
out of here.
From a historical standpoint, Malcolm X is a brilliant movie. He was Malcolm Red, Malcolm Little. If you have not seen it, it is one of the most powerful movies of all time.
It is. I would say though that Training Day,
It's right up there.
which I think.
I mean, he did win an Oscar.
I think Training Day, he saved that movie. I think without him, anybody else plays that role, it's a mediocre movie.
he embodied it. It
He was
crazy.
incredible in that role.
Yeah.
I thought it was one of the best roles I've ever seen anybody play in the history of movies.
I
This
want to
did
do a
make me want to go
prequel.
back and watch all the movies on the list.
I want to see
love
him.
that.
I want to see him have a prequel to see how he got that way.
Is that what you said?
Wait a second.
I give you.
We
one.
also forgot one of his other best movies. Oh my God, we plays the gangster. Who's Frank Lucas?
American
Gangster.
Gangster.
Oh my
Crazy.
God, how did we forget American Gangster?
Yeah,
They dropped the ball on this.
Dude, he was. I mean, that movie.
What's the next?
Just
This one
incredible.
would have been tough to just pick 3 to rank, period.
Next one, Steve. What do we got? Yellow Things.
All right.
By the way,
Sun.
we need to see Denzel Washington in a comedy.
What is wrong with
Would you like to see him in
First
a
off,
comedy?
fun fact.
this?
Hold on. I went down a rabbit hole last night. Did you guys know the sun is not yellow?
It's green.
It's white.
It's white. But no. But the majority of the spectrum
Yeah, it's
is
green. But like our eyes, if we looked at it through a filter, it would be white. I never knew that.
So that's last. Then, on this
Yeah,
list.
it's last. It's
I'm
third.
still
It's not
picking it
yellow.
first because we're dead without it. Cheddar Cheese 2, and then SpongeBob 3.
Nah, SpongeBob's number 1. I grew up on that. My grandpa and I watched
Cheddar
every.
cheese is 1, SpongeBob's 2. Nah, that's blasphemy. If the sun is 1, that's the order right there. That's the order.
Nah,
Yeah.
SpongeBob's number 1.
All right, next.
You didn't see that coming today, did you, Bull?
No.
Ranking things that are yellow. All right, what's the next one, Steve? 4th of July traditions. Hot dogs, fireworks, pool parties.
I despise
Hot dogs,
fireworks.
pool
I do
parties,
too.
fireworks.
I
went
hate
to.
pool
I
parties.
didn't
I hate
see not
fireworks.
one firework this year. I went
Hey.
straight to bed.
Me too. I
Clearly,
didn't.
we're
I
not
didn't see
invested.
anything.
I'm
to bed.
voting.
No, I
first-
wasn't.
10 o'clock hit. Bexley sounded like a war zone.
10 o'clock
Oh,
hit,
you know
and
what?
I heard the
lit it up.
fireworks. I didn't watch
I
it.
I didn't even realize this. We doing the list. We doing this list right now. But shout out to the top 5. Go vote. Go back to and subscribe my channel. Top F5VE. We do list all day. Go search it. Subscribe. Stop playing around. Fireworks are overrated.
Pool party, hot dogs, fireworks. And I don't like hot dogs, but they're still ahead of fireworks. Fireworks suck.
I
None
put
of us
hot dogs
like
I'm
one.
actually
pool
with you. I
parties
can't
too.
stand fireworks.
I hate fireworks.
All right, next one, Steve. Let's get it. Pizza toppings.
Pepperoni's 1.
You just did that to piss me off.
Yep.
I mean, buffalo chicken, that's disgusting.
I'm
That should not
starting
be
to-
on
I would go
pizza.
with
starting to
that
think-
that order right there. Actually,
I made all these
wanted to
graphics.
put
I'm starting to
pineapple
think I
on
put
both,
my
but
order in the
I couldn't
graphic.
get myself.
By the way, I'd eat, even though I would never want to, I'd eat pineapple on a pizza before I'd eat buffalo
No,
chicken.
buffalo
All
chicken
right,
on
whoa,
pizza's
hold
good.
on.
They're both disgusting.
You're out of
Buffalo
here.
on
You're
a-
out- you're out to lunch.
And we know.
And if I'm out to lunch, I don't eat pineapple
That is-
or buffalo chicken.
That might be your worst
we
take I've
all
ever heard
know-
you say.
Even though people keep saying this, I'm still going.
Yeah.
I'm dying on this hill.
Yeah.
Women is not eating no deluxe pizzas. They're gonna roll with their cheese, or maybe
How did G
pepperoni.
make P sexist? Or pizza sexist?
Women eat vegetables on pizza.
No, they're not doing it. Hey, if there's more than
Wait a minute.
there's more than 3 toppings, they ain't eating that.
that's a lie.
Guys, we got 3 more. We're gonna save the rest for overtime, but I want to get these 3 in for
Okay,
sure.
okay.
Oh, it's sausage pepperoni, and then I'm not even.
Nah, it's
refusing to-
pepperoni sausage.
It's pepperoni sausage.
Good
You tripping.
pepperoni.
But you gotta put them
Sausage.
together. Put pepperoni sausage is a
I like
must.
sausage
Next
and
one,
hot dogs.
Steve. not named Justin Jefferson or Jamar Chase NFL wide receivers. Amon-Ra St. Brown, CeeDee Lamb, Garrett Wilson.
I'm taking them in that order.
See, I'm flipping the first two, and now I'll take that order.
I'm flipping the first two as well.
Flip the first two.
Lamb's a bigger name. St. Brown's the better producer.
I mean, CeeDee Lamb's stats is just as big as Justin Jefferson in the first 4 years of the league.
I love CeeDee Lamb. I take
You're out to lunch. You're wrong.
He literally just had like 1,700 yards.
You're wrong.
You're wrong.
Run them
Statistically wise, you're wrong. Next.
Almon's done it in bigger spots.
That's because CD plays with Dak, and Dak chokes in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
That's a nice rebuttal.
Next one, Steve. Video games. And you
Yeah, this is an easy first one for me, Pokemon. But he had Fortnite on here originally, and I was like, I hate all three of those.
That order right there.
Madden.
Madden's
Madden's the only one I've played. So Madden, Call of Duty, Pokemon.
That order right there.
That's fair.
In terms of,
And I used to love
in,
Pokemon on
in
the
terms
Game Boy
of
Color.
depth,
The new one is so fun, dude.
I need to pull my Switch back out.
I just beat
yeah,
the newest
Pokemon is higher
those
than
two.
that.
I played Scarlet.
Call of Duty is way more depth.
Are you guys
Pokemon way more depth.
Okay,
Madden
I'll
is
bring
the
it
same
in. I'll bring
release
it in
every
Thursday.
year.
I'll show you.
Ah!
Yeah, I'll bring my Switch in Thursday, but the
All right,
new
Mike,
Pokemon game
next.
is great.
All right, last one. We'll do the rest in overtime. Best bull moment in UCS history. Puking on air, the comedy show, or the DeJounte Murray rant where he popped a blood vessel in his eye.
Pop a blood vessel.
You popped the blood vessel.
I don't even remember the DeJounte
I thought-
Murray.
I don't know the
remember it either.
DeJounte Murray,
Yeah,
right?
I think the
Oh,
comedy
yes, I
show-
do. Yeah, you was talking about why was he talking about?
I think I've had funnier rants than DeJounte Murray, no?
You popped a blood vessel in your eye.
that was his guy for, like, you know how we
I
all
did
died
like
on
him,
hills.
yeah.
He died on the DeJounte Murray.
I gotta say though, real quick, the comedy show, you
Yeah,
you
but-
could have told me you've done stand up
Yeah,
your whole
yeah.
life.
The comedy,
It was that
the comedy
fun.
show
Yeah.
comedy show was good. Bull actually got a talent for speaking. He married people. He do comedy shows, and he attacks people on Twitter. It's the triumvirate. It's the greatest thing in the world. Like, he got all three of them down.
Yeah, I'm going to say the puking just because it was, the comedy show wasn't on the show.
He tried to reach for that bucket.
I had so much fun doing the comedy show, and I felt really good about it.
Hey, Steve, will you drop the graphic and do a
that
wide
fear,
shot?
that-
And
that
can we get
fear.
everyone do their best bull reaching for the garbage can impression?
Is it back here? It's that boy reach around.
That was rough, man.
Hey, like.
We got